Hi friends, this is Sonila from MediterraneanLatinLoveAffair.com. Today I want to share with you how I make grilled eggplants. It's one of my favorite summer grilled dishes and it goes perfectly with anything roasted, with dips, and the best thing, even kids love it. So let's get started. When I make these grilled eggplants for my family, I usually use about 3 eggplants. Now keep in mind that here in the United States the eggplants tend to be a little bit larger than what they are in Europe. So in Europe I would use maybe 5 or 6 eggplants or aubergines. I usually wash and pat dry or let air dry the eggplants ahead of time, few hours even before I have to grill them. Then I slice the eggplants in about 1/2 inch thickness or about 1 centimeter thick. I keep the skin on, the skin is edible, it tastes great when the eggplants are grilled. Then I place all the slices of the eggplants in a bowl of cold water with a lot of sea salt, about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sea salt, and then I even top it off with some sea salt on top. The water with sea salt helps so the eggplants don't stay bitter and they also don't brown. And I put the bowl with the water and eggplants on the side. Then I start making the sauce. For the sauce I use 8 to 10 mint leaves. I chop them very thinly, I put them on a bowl. Then I crush about 4 or 5 garlic cloves. The more garlic the better, it tastes great. I add 1 tablespoon of Za'atar seasoning. Then I add crushed red pepper, some more sea salt, black pepper. Usually I try to eyeball these quantities. And then I add about the equivalent of what would be a cup of fresh Italian parsley. I chop that very thinly as well. If you have a food processor, the sauce will look a little bit more refined. And if you don't mind it looking kind of rough around the edges, you can just chop everything yourself. It will have the consistency of, if you know the chimichurri sauce, that it will have pretty much that consistency. So I add the parsley on the bowl as well, and then it's time to add olive oil. I usually try to eyeball the quantities of the olive oil, but it ends up being about 1 cup of olive oil when all is done. But I try to observe the consistency of the sauce. You don't want it to be too runny and you don't want it to be too thick. And then I do taste for salt at the end, just a little bit, and that's the final result of the sauce. You can cover it in a plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator until you grill the eggplants. Then at that point I grab the eggplants from the where we had them on the bowl with water. I place them on a baking tray so they can air dry a little bit. I also use a paper towel or a clean kitchen towel to dry them. You don't want the eggplants to be wet because grilling them will make them kind of soggy. I have to brush them with olive oil, or if you have any garlic confit on hand, you can use the olive oil from the garlic jar. It tastes amazing, but the regular olive oil will do as well, and then you can add more garlic to the sauce. You'll top them with, so it's totally fine. Once you have brushed all the slices with olive oil, place them on the grill. I had preheated the grill, medium high heat. I'm using a gas grill at this point. My husband likes to use the charcoal side of the grill. And then I grill the slices for about 2-3 minutes on each side. You want them to be tender and you want them to be slightly charred but not burned. So I start removing the slices after they're done on both sides. You can work in batches. If your grill is hotter on certain sides of the grill and then less hot on some others, then you can start shifting things around until everything is consistent and all the eggplant slices are done. Then I place them on a platter and start topping them off with the sauce that we prepared earlier. The sauce will smell amazing. It has that parsley mint smell and it has the flavors of za'atar and crushed red pepper, and then the eggplant will start absorbing the olive oil, the garlic, the salt, everything. Just let it cool for about 10-15 minutes and it's ready to serve. Enjoy! Okay, so now I'm ready for the taste test. Let's pick one of these beautiful eggplants. This is so good. So good. You'll make this all summer long. Love it. See you in the next video. Bye.